Jacory is a stretch forward, and by that means he's very versatile. And so he presents problems for the defense. He's the best player we have up on the ball, on the front of the press. I mean, he is, Cody was pretty good. Jacory is kind of in that ballpark after a few games, but we'll see as the season goes on. But he's active. He's rebounded the basketball. He got in the middle of the zone a couple of times and knocked some big shots, got some things in transition. So he's a guy that's a tough matchup. He's got quickness. He's athletic. He's in shape now, and he's starting to play the right way.
47% this game from the three-point line, 57% last game. How big is the long-range shot going to be for your teams?
Well, as we continue to attack the basket, I think it's going to open up, and we got to knock shots down. So I think right now we're making some shots, but I think more importantly we got to continue to attack that basket. That, to me, that's the strength of this team is we got guys that can create, can attack. We got a lot of versatile basketball players. And so the key is, and we did a good job tonight, the key was to find the mismatch. I thought, especially in the second half when they got tired, I think you saw the ball was really going from side to side, and we found that mismatch, and we were getting layups going down the stretch. So that's the strength of our team. But at the same time, we got guys that can shoot the basketball. We know Bell can shoot the basketball. Beard made one night. Kaz is a capable shooting. Mike is a capable. He didn't even make one, I don't think, but he's one of those guys that's capable of making shots. But I don't want us to live and die by the three-point shot.
Mike, just guys with 10 or more, the balance they have.
That speaks to the balance, and I think that's taken place before in a game where we may have 4 or 5. I don't know, but that just tells me that our guys are playing some. Those guys are playing some quality minutes, and they're playing unselfish. That's to me, and as a team that you're guarding, whoever we're playing, they got to pick out who they're going to gear in on. I'm sure they were locked in on Bell tonight. They were locked in on Bobby, making it difficult for him. Mike as well. And so now we got Jacory coming off with 10, Beard coming off with 10 points, Moses with 10 points. That's 30 points. That teams don't think we have that. Those guys that are capable of doing that, but they're capable of doing that.
Beard was one of those 10 guys, or one of those guys with 10 points. He looked pretty poised tonight for a freshman. Just where do you see him at compared to some other freshmen that you've seen that are going to have to play that point guard?
Well, I just think after 2 games, I think he's doing a good job. I think there's still room for improvement with him. He picked up a couple of cheap fouls there. He launched one way out there, and that's the learning process. We had a momentum going. As a matter of fact, I think we were up maybe like 20 or 18. He just launched one out there, but that's the learning process, and he's learning, and but I'm excited about him because, like I said, he just brings a toughness that you gotta have. He's a gritty kid, and he plays the game the right way. He'll stick his nose in there. I like those kind of guys. Manuel Watkins is a guy to stick his nose in there. We've seen Moses. I mean, he's on the floor blocking shots, just hustling. Jacory Williams. I mean, those guys are just they just leave it all on the floor. And our fans, and I'm sure they showed appreciation tonight because they were really in tune to this game. No, Delaware State. I don't know much about them, but I know it's a team that's going to come in here with nothing to lose and everything to gain. And we saw that from the Alabama State game that every game is going to be a big game for this basketball team, and so we got to be prepared. So tomorrow we'll come in and we'll get some shooting in. It's a quick turnaround because then we play on Friday. A Delaware State team that we're not going to take them for granted. We're a team that's trying to get better. I want our guys to try to get better. We got better from the first game to the second game. What I mean by that is we paid attention to the details. I thought we made them take tough shots. We played defense first of all, and then not only that, I thought we rebounded the basketball, and we finished the game off in a fine fashion. We had momentum. We took it as far as we could. Guys played till they got exhausted, and that's why you saw the game kind of slowed down a little bit. But that's when you bring in other guys off the bench, and those guys maintain the intensity throughout the game to the final horn.
Danny Mann said that I asked him if this team reminded him of the good Missouri teams you had. And he said, yeah, and he thought you guys better because you got like Missouri, being a KU guy. But just, I mean, what does that mean to you He says this looks like your good Missouri team.
I think he maybe just realized, Mike getting his kind of players. He getting his kind of kids in there. I think that's more important than probably what he's signaling. It's kind of like he finally got some guys that fit what he's doing. So, but of course, like Danny he's a gentleman. He knows that. I know he probably was probably flustered or probably mad or something. But more importantly, Danny is a great guy, and he's going to do a great job at Wake Forest.
You hadn't talked about Jabril tonight. 6 points, 6 assists, 5 boards.
I thought he played a complete game. Every game he's starting to figure it out. I talk about rebounding for guards. He was sticking his nose in there. I thought he did a good job of really taking care of the basketball, making nice decisions with the basketball. His defense was a lot better. So every game he continues to get better, and that's coming from a guy that scored a lot in junior college. So this is a transition for him. But I think he's figuring out now that he's got a lot of weapons out there, and so he had 6 assists tonight. I think he had 6 the other night. Correct? Yeah. So that's big for us. We had 8 ended up with 18 tonight, and he had 6 of those.
Time for one more.
What does it mean to you guys in the SEC to beat an ACC team like that?
Well, it was the next game on our schedule. I don't even look at the margin is not. To me, the key is to get the win. That's the bottom line. They're a team that was that was on our schedule. We had to play them, and we played a little bit better than they did, so we won the game. It's all games are big to me, Bob. I'm just one of those guys that I've been in it long enough to understand that part of it.